On the surface, it looks as if the North Korean leader, Kim Jong Un, is the big winner from this summit because he's just given a rather formulaic commitment to the complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula, which is something he's said before and which requires a lot of detail before it becomes meaningful. On the other hand, he's got a genuine concession from the United States, from Donald Trump, who has said that he will suspend the US-South Korean joint military exercises that have always put the North Koreans on edge. So that, plus the general vagueness of the detail and Mr. Trump's slightly bizarre performance at the closing press conference where he talked about the importance of looking at North Korea from a real estate perspective, all of that has led some people to say, well, Kim Jong Un has outmaneuvered the American president. But I think beyond the immediate question of who won, who lost, who came out looking better, it is worth remembering that this situation is a huge improvement for the world from the situation we were facing just about a year ago when Donald Trump was threatening North Korea with fire and fury, and the North Koreans were responding with some pretty bellicose language of their own. And you've got to remember that what was causing that was the threat from the North Koreans that they would develop an intercontinental ballistic missile, nuclear tipped, that could directly threaten the United States. Now, interestingly, there was very little discussion of that in the closing statements or press conferences in Singapore, but it's whether that intercontinental nuclear ballistic missile program now gets frozen on which the future may hang, because if the North Koreans restart testing for that, then I think the Americans will react very fiercely and you'll be back into an immediate crisis. If, by contrast, the North Koreans, whatever they say outwardly, do stop testing and therefore stop probing and pressing at America's sensitivities on their security, then I think you may see a permanent improvement in the atmosphere, and the Singapore summit might indeed mark a turning point.